In relationships and in communication, there is something called the 3 C's. The 3 C's are very important for you to know because the 3 C's can make or break your relationship communication. And the 3 C's are complaint, criticism, and contempt. So what is a complaint? A complaint is when you are telling someone something that you might not be happy or comfortable with, and you address that specific issue. For example, you're telling someone that I don't like it when you leave the dishes not done. That is a complaint. It doesn't have any sort of attack on the individual or on the personality, but it addresses specific behavior. And I think a complaint is the safest way for you to be able to communicate displeasure over something that is happening within the relationship, within the marriage, or anything going on around you. So that is a safe space. And then you move on to criticism. Criticism is when you are attacking the personality, when you're attacking the character. So for example, something along the lines of, you never do the dishes, you are very selfish, and you are looking at the person and you are attacking the person, but you're not addressing the specific issue. So it generalizes a lot of things. And that in itself can trigger whoever's on the other side listening to what's being said. And obviously, you might not feel that you are selfish. You might not feel that you always do that particular thing. So in most cases, that communication breaks down and there is defensiveness, and then there is a fight. And then the dangerous one, the most dangerous of them all, is contempt. And this is where you really start attacking the person, attacking the personality, criticizing the person at the same time, and more importantly, damaging the person and saying things that could potentially make that person feel so bad about themselves. Things like, you're a fool, you're an idiot, you're just lazy, you're a lazy, mad person. Simple things that could be communicated in a very simple way, but someone takes it to the very extreme and says something that is potentially damaging to a person. So it can be damaging to your spouse, it can be damaging to your children, it can be damaging to a friend or anyone around you, because contempt, it has the weight of very high levels of emotion and intensity that it could potentially destroy how someone sees themselves and sees the situation. And in most cases, contempt creates chaos and confusion, and there will be a communication breakdown of sorts. So my recommendation is try always to use complaint as a way to communicate something that you're not happy about, and always communicate with respect and love. And if you make these complaints clear and you make them respectful and loving, then you will be on your way to having clear and positive communication within your relationship.